Hello everyone. In this exercise of SolidWorks, we will understand about the gusset in sheet metal SolidWorks. We will also create the base flange, edge flange. In order to the gusset is used in order to create the stiffness to the material or the strength of the material. Okay, let's start here. This is the SolidWorks user interface. This is the plain white I am selecting, and unit system I am taking millimeter gram second. Okay. In the tab section, I have the sheet metal. If you don't have, click on any tab in this tab section. This is the tab section. This is the command manager. Here you can right click, tab, and check it sheet metal that it will come in the tab section sheet metal. Okay. We will specially focus on the gusset. Actually, gussets are provided in the sheet metal in order to provide the stiffness to the material, or in other words, we can say it, the strength of the material can be increased by providing this thing. Let's start. Front plane, select this one. Okay, I am creating a simple model for the sheet metal. I am taking the line, this one, this. Okay, this dimension I am taking 70 mm, and this dimension I am taking 110 mm. This one. Okay, this is the sketch. Now in the sheet metal I am going the base flange. Thickness I am taking 4 mm. Okay, but the thickness is moving out. So I am reversing from here direction, this one. Radius also I am taking 4 mm. This radius is inside radius. Sheet metal, the radius is considered inside radius. I will show how to measure this thing. Okay. Band allowance 0.5. Auto relief I will not provide any auto relief. Okay. Direction 1. I am taking this dimension, this direction, this one, that I am taking 70 mm. This one. Okay. This is extrusion takes place towards my side, but I am reversing this direction from here. This one you will see there. This you can see I am taking towards away, and sheet thickness is inside, and radius, band radius inside is the 4 mm. Okay, thickness is also 4 mm. 70 mm height. This is the 110 mm. Suppose if you want to measure the radius, how you can measure? This one you can measure from here. This one. This is the 4 mm. You can see here radius 4 mm. In this way, in sheet metal, radius provided in the is always that is the band inner radius. Okay, this will be the, if you measure this one, this will be the 8 mm. You will see this is the 8 mm radius outside, because 4 is the inside plus sheet thickness, that will be equal to 8 mm. Okay, this one. Now I am creating one more flange, edge flange. This one. I am selecting this one, edge flange. This edge, this one. Now you will see if I take the front view here. Okay, edge flange, radius is inside radius. This time the radius is this one, inside radius, this one. Okay, and you can change by unchecking it. You can change still the radius of this one. Okay, but I am not changing. This radius is 4 mm inside radius, this one, and flange length I am taking 70 mm also. This 70 mm. But this parameter is a virtual outer virtual shot. What is this one? This is the intersection of our outer lines, and this point, intersection point from here to up to the flange length. If I take this one, this is from the intersection of inner edges, and this point from here where the inner lines meet, this to this one. But I am taking outer virtual shot. This is the material inside this. If I take this material outside means that is moves flange moves by the 4 mm towards the right side. If I take this one, this is the 4 plus 4, 8 mm. 8 mm moves flange outside, but I am taking this one. Okay, relief I will not provide header. Okay, this is our flange. Our basic purpose is to, in this exercise, is to understand about the gusset. Actually, this is gusset is provided in the sheet metal to increase the strength of the metal, or other way you can say it, the stiffness of the material can be increased. How? So in the sheet metal, there is a sheet metal gusset. This one, you check it, select this one in this box and select two faces, this one and this one. This is gusset here, you will see here. But if I this offset below, you will see the offset. If I uncheck it, this moves, gussets move, mid of the gusset moves at the extreme end. This is the point here, you will see here, mid of the gusset. This is the gusset, mid of this point moves in the extreme end of this one. But I take it offset from here. Offset is, suppose, because I have the extrusion of 70 mm but 35 mm, and this point to the mid of this one, this extreme point to the mid of the gusset, this point, that is the 35 mm distance. Okay, now this you are seeing this profile, you are seeing this profile. If I take the front view, you will see this profile. You will see the small dimension D1, and this is the D2. Vertical dimension is the D2. This horizontal dimension is the D2, D1. Okay, so if you want to change this, and first we consider this one, indent depth. If you check it, this circle, you will see depth. What is this depth? Suppose I take it 30 mm. Okay, what is this one? When you check this one, this later on I will discuss this one, 30 mm indent depth. What is meant by this one? I explain. What is this indent distance? 30 mm is, if I right now hit OK button, no. This is, I am taking 20 mm. This one. No, rebuild deck. Now we feed the other parameter also. 20 mm depth or indent width. Indent width I am taking, suppose I am taking 8 mm, and indent thickness should be less than half. It will be, if I select 4 mm and check it, you will see there is error shows. But if I take 3 mm, this one, and now it's okay, this is okay. So indent thickness, this is the width. What is width? Width is, I show you what is the width. Measure, evaluate, measure, and this one. Select this one and this one. This is the width, 8 mm. I have provided 8 mm. Okay, and edit, and thickness. What is the indent thickness? If I am provided 3 mm. So what is this? Evaluate, measure. I am measuring this side, this inside. This one, you please carefully note this and this one. You will see this is the 3 mm. This is the indent thickness. Okay, this one clear. Edit this one. This is the indent width, this thickness, and what is this? 20 mm indent depth. This is from this point, corner point to the up to the height of this one, diagonally. This distance here, from here to here. Okay, and now below sideways draft. If you want to provide the draft, you can provide from here, 20 degree, etc. But I am not providing any draft here. This inner corner fillet 2 mm, outer corner fillet 2 mm. How you measure it? Suppose I am providing 2 mm. Evaluate, measure. This is, you would measure this one. This one. This is 2 mm. This is the fillet outside. Outside fillet is this one. Right click, clear, and inside. Inside is this one. If you measure this one, this is 2 mm also. Okay, I have provided both 2 mm. This way you can provide, edit it, and this one. So In this way, you provide this. There are the two types of the gussets. One is the, if you find it, this one, this, and one is flat type, one is this type, round type. This is the this type. You see the parameter for this thing. Offset I have also explained. This indent depth you have explained. Indent depth means from this point up to the diagonally this point. Okay. If you want to change this, you are seeing the small dimension, D1 is this one, D2 is particle dimension. You can check it and provide it here. Okay. And A1 is the angle, and this diagonal makes the horizontal. What is the angle of this thing? Okay. But I am not using this thing. I am checking this one only. Okay. You can 30. You can measure, and third depth is this one, from this point to up to this diagonal, this point. Okay. Indent width I have explained, and thickness I have. Indent thickness should be less than half of this one. It should be, indent thickness should be half of this one, and radius is inner and outside a dark face I have. So, and check it, this one in this way. And suppose I provide here also sheet metal gussets. Select this face, this one, and this one. This is the thing. Suppose this time I am providing this one. This is the triangle type, this one. Same thing, 35 is the offset. Offset means, suppose you take, uncheck it, it will come at the corner end, XT. And mid of the gusset will come at the extreme end point. If I take offset means I have take 35 mm. 35 means that is the this is the 30 mm, 35 mm, and 70 mm, 70 mid of this one. Any corner, from the corner point to the mid of this means 35 mm distance. Same way, depth is 30 mm. What is depth? From corner point to the height of this thing, 30 mm. That is the this diagonal, this point, from this point to the this one. Suppose you want to measure it, how you will measure it? This 30 mm, this I am taking, suppose offset is this one, I am taking 20 mm. This one, rebuild it. This width is I am taking, suppose 6 mm only, and this is the 2 mm only, and fillet is the 1 mm. This is 1 mm. This is actually other parameters also affected. So you have to make a group, proper group, then it will be selected in this one. Suppose I have given this value is the, what is this one? D1, D is the 35. 1 mm, and 2 mm is this one, 6 mm width. Width I have explained also. 6 or 2 I have explained. 6 is this one. This is the 6 mm, and 6 is this one. 25 is the depth. Depth is what? From this one, corner point to the up to this one, this diagonal, this one. Suppose I measure it. This is 20 mm. Measure, evaluate, measure from this point to the this one. .38 point this one. The 20 mm from this point, corner point, you will see here D, this point to this. .90 mm this one. 90 mm is from here to here, and plus suppose you check the radius, and this one, this radius, this is 1 mm radius, so 90 plus 1. In this way you can measure this one. This is the 20 mm. Okay, all the parameter I explained you. Offset I have explained you. This dimension D1 and D2 you can allot. This is the indent depth from here to here, and profile dimension is D1. This is D1. This is vertical here D2, and A is the angle. Angle, what is the angle? Angle is this one. This vertical line makes the horizontal. This one. You can assign the value of this one. Indent width I have explained. This indent. This is the indent width, and thickness is inside portion from outer portion to the first inner surface. You can measure it. This is the side face draft. You can provide from here. Inner corner fillet is 1 mm and outer corner inner fillet is 1 mm. For example, you can measure it. This is the inner fillet. Measure, and this one 1 mm. This is the inner, and outer is this one. This one. This one. This is the outer one, fillet. In this way, you can provide the fillet also. One more thing we see here. Suppose you want to make you want to add some geometry here. So select this sheet metal, normal, and this one sketch, and take this angle, right angle triangle, this one, this, and smart dimension. This I am taking 40 mm, and this is the 40 mm. Okay, 40 mm, or you can take slightly 60 mm. Okay, and this you can take it 30 mm, and take a 3-point arc from this to this one and this one, and make this line construction line. Okay, sketch is fully defined. Now sheet metal base flange. You will see if you merge this rail, this will be the two bodies. If you uncheck it, you will see there are two bodies. These are the two bodies, this one and this one separate. And I right click this one. If you merge it, then it will be one body. You will see here. This is one body. This complete is one body. In this way, you can add the geometry in the edge flange also. Okay. And suppose you want to add here, so you go the future hole wizard. You can go in the hole wizard. Suppose I am take this one and tab dill, ANC metric, standard, select the metric, and type is the tab dill. There are different types, the dial, side, dowel, hole, etc. I am selecting tab dill. Okay, and M6 into 1 mm up to next. Up to next means end of the surface. Position is I am select normal, and this one. I am this one, and this one. Okay, now you are the now you come out of the whole wizard, for which you press escape key or right click, select. Now you give the location, this one, and this one is the 30 mm, for example, this one, and from here to here is the 15 mm, for example, this one and this one. You also take the 15 mm, this one, but sketch is not fully defined, for which this one, select this one, shift, and this one, make it horizontal. This is the sketch is fully defined here. Now hit right button, and in this way you can create the hole also. You can make the slot also here. Select this face, sketch this center, this one. You can make it from here to here. This one. This is the 6. Suppose I am taking this is the 6 mm. This and this length I am taking 40 mm. Okay, and this dimension I am taking, suppose 15 mm, and this dimension I am taking 15 mm. Sketch is fully defined. Give sheet metal, go into sheet metal. There is a command extrude cut in the sheet metal. This one, now link to thickness. You select this one, blind select here, link to thickness. Link to thickness means cut will take place up to thickness. So, and hit right button, this one, in this way. In this way, you can provide the gussets, extrude cut, and add additional flanges, additional geometry to the existing edge flange. Okay, and I hope you would have enjoyed in my this exercise. You please like, share and subscribe my this channel. Thank you very much.